A few years ago when you did that protest in Toronto and the amount of people that you had out there supporting, that was absolutely tremendous. And I was wondering, what the heck? Everybody from Six would say, we got to, make allies with these people. And that's what our goal has been since then, is to make allies with you. Because a lot of your concerns are our concerns. Your concerns that you have echo our concerns that we have here. And we need to be allies so we can work together. One of the things that I stress the most is that we have to be nice with each other in order for us to be dangerous together. That's the clue. That's everything right there. So what I'm looking for is for us to become together as allies. Okay, that's what the relationship we're looking for is, a relationship as allies to move ahead. Because you have your own concerns, we have our own concerns, and we can blend them together to help each other. And that's what we're supposed to be doing anyway.
A lot of people out there, you hear them say that this is just another Indian issue. What are those Indians doing up to? Again, we're not Indians. We're Haudenosaunee. And this is a world issue. This is a nation issue. This affects everybody that lives here in Canada. With a lot of the bills that the legislation's trying to put through, the Bill C-45, and it's giving them more and more power to do whatever it is they want without being what's the word I'm looking for? Credible to what it is that they're actually doing, the harm and polluting the waterways. We would hear stories about our grandparents, being able to drink from the rivers and streams and the ponds around Six Nations, and you can't do that anymore. You can't do that a lot of places down here anymore.
But there was a treaty that was signed 408 AD. It's called the Camel's Eye Treaty. Some of you may know about that. I believe it was 408. I could have that date mixed up. But that Camel's Eye Treaty was signed with the Tamils, all those nations in your homeland. It was signed with those white brothers. And those white brothers, what they've done is they haven't lived up to that treaty. It's your duty, it's my duty to remind the people of our law. Treaty is law.
When Haudenosaunee people are doing this, they're labeled as terrorists and as militants and as dangerous people that are like disrupting society. But when we have different people, and this is something that we'll recognize from our own protest in 2009, when we had like the wider communities of Canadians, other immigrants, white settlers coming in and standing with us, it strengthened our message from being kind of shut down, right? And this is one of my interests in why I went to Six Nations, is to understand the racism of why like the Canadian media and state didn't represent our message for like a just and an honorable message around like national liberation, why it wasn't represented. And I realize it's the same thing as what's done to Six Nations. It's the Canadian media ignores the claim to sovereignty and self-determination that Six Nations has complete legitimacy to claim, and they don't at all represent it in the media.
The folks here have some basic understanding of various human rights violations happening in Canada, but the rest of, major chunk of the Tamil community unfortunately has been kept in the dark around some of these issues that are happening right here.